Hello guys, welcome to Candid Vlogs, and today I'm gonna tell you the reality of Canada, the life of Canada here, how we Canadians, how the people in Canada live here, what kind of problems, what kind of situations, what kind of life hacks we come across and how we dealt with it. Okay, so all you need people who planning to come to Canada, who are dreaming to come to Canada and make Canada their dream country, keep this in your mind that in Canada, life is all about work. Work, work, and work. Either it's a morning work, day work, night work, but it is work. All you need to do is you have to work and work. If you don't have a work, you can't survive here. Okay? That's why work job is very, very important. And if you are like a fresh graduate, you have never worked before in any company, never had a full-time job, then be mindful, be prepared. It will be a very, very difficult for you, because here everything goes in a very, very disciplined way. It's a very, very strict schedule you will have every day. Okay, so it's not that easy, like how you see your the Canada, the people of Canada on the internet, like we like people here living very like pump and show life, luxurious life and hi-fi life. Well, there are so many hardships and struggles behind these things. Okay, yeah, it's not that that in Canada there's no future. That in Canada the life is not beautiful. It is beautiful here as long as you have a regular job, as long as you have a regular flow of income. Once you lose the job, okay, once you don't have any income, you will be fucked up. You have no choice, because you have to pay your house mortgage, you have to pay your rent, you have to pay for your transportations, for bus fare, you have to pay for your electric bill, you have to pay for your mobile bills, right? You have to pay for your food, clothing, for everything, right? For everything, you have to pay for it. So at the end of the month, you have a line, and you have a ton of bills, that you need to pay off. And remember, in Canada, once if you somehow lose a job, then it will be very, very difficult for you to get another job. Sometimes it will take a 6 month or more than 6 months, over years, right? And that's a time where people lose their patience and suffer depression, right? So, and remember, I have seen so many people, they're struggling, to get a job, to find a job, and they couldn't get a job until 6 months, 7, 8 months, a year. And that's where, like these people, like some of the people, like they can't tolerate anymore, they lose all their hope, all their patience, they get into a depression, and many of them, they leave Canada, they return back to their country, right? Without willing, like they don't want to leave, but they can't stay because they have no job, no money. How can they survive, right? So that kind of situation comes to the people, and especially this kind of situation comes to those people, who has some limited skills or talent, or you can say like or degrees, or kind of a diploma, certificate, training. So if you have something limited, or sometimes the mentality also. So that's why, if you are in Canada, you should make your mind, your mentality as such that you will do any job. Okay, whatever you will get, you will do any job. So this kind of a mentality you should have. Okay, if you make a differentiation between the job, I'm not meant for this job, this is too small job, too light job, okay, too a dirty job. If you think in that way, then Canada is not a country for you. Okay, here in Canada, people respect the job, people respect the work. Doesn't matter what kind of a job it is, everybody are equal here. All right, so they treat the job as very important. It is a job, you are doing a job, right? You're giving a service, right? So that's very important. In Canada, if you knew, and if you lose a job, then there's 3 things can save you from going to a disastrous life, going to a very like a pathetic, like difficult life. Okay, there are 3 things that can save you. First is sales skills. Okay. Second is cashier skills, and the third one is security skills. If you have these three skills, then you can land very easily, you can get very easily survival jobs. So we call it survival jobs here in Canada, those jobs which are easily can be get. Okay, right? Like for example, the salesman's job in superstore like Walmart, Canadian Superstore, Save-On Foods, Safeway. So these are the very popular and a big retail stores, retail chain stores here in Canada, and they need sales associate there. So if you have a sales skills, then you can get sales associate jobs pretty much easily. Okay. Similarly, if you have a cashier experience, then you can also get a cashier job in the superstore, which will help you from going into a financial burden. And the third one, as I said, which is security. This means a security guard. Okay, so like in the mall, being as a security guard, like group 4 security guard. So this job, security guard, also, which is a little bit easier to get than other jobs. But for the security guard, you need to get first a license, and a training. All right. So that's why, very important to understand the life of Canada before you come to Canada, how thing works here, how people works here, how the life goes here. So another thing is that, is very important here in Canada. Let's say for the immigrants, I'm talking about on the sake of the immigrants. Okay, if you are, let's say for example, back home, you are a doctor, you are a physician, you are an engineer, you're whatever, like in what kind of a like professional job, and you had a good portfolio, and you're coming to Canada, and you might be expecting the job in the same title or in the same position, in the same portfolio. Mind you, it won't be possible. Okay, it will not be possible for you to get same exact job here in Canada, because all those like the higher profession jobs, they required a license. Okay, certifications from Canada government, from Canadian institutions. So you have to avail the certifications, and then you have to get some kind of work experience in a different field in Canada, and then you will have a chance to get the same job what you used to do back in your country. So you have to wait, you have to undergo so many some of the certification process, educational process here, experience process. You have to get experience, then only you can land a job. That's why, whatever you are in a higher profession, you are a smaller profession, whether you are a lawyer, whether a physician or a doctor, when you come to Canada, you shouldn't hesitate to do a job of a cashier. You shouldn't hesitate to do work as a server, waiter in a restaurant. All right, it's all about getting a Canadian experience. It doesn't matter in what field you gather an experience. Okay, but at the end, it is Canadian work experience, right? You worked in Canada, so that makes a matter. That's why, no matter what, just get the job. As soon as you come to Canada, after you have all the documents ready, everything is ready, without waiting, without delaying, just get the job, no matter what job you get it. So get a job, get the incomes like flowing, right? Make the source of income is coming, and after that, start developing yourself, the field where you want. All right, because you have a job, you have a flow of income, source of income, so you have nothing to worry at the end of the month that you have how you can manage your finances, right? How you manage your payments, because you have a job. And then, while working, while doing a job, you develop yourself, or whether you need extra training, you need education, right, or the licensing training. Then you start gathering all this all this kind of elements, all this kind of a training, and making yourself fit for the job that you do back home. And then, start looking for a job, right? And that's how you have to do. Okay, so this is the process here in Canada. Okay, that's all in this video. And if you are new, before you go, do this one thing: like, share, and subscribe. All right, thank you very much for your time and watching my video. I will come up with another interesting video, some more information about Canada. Until then, take care, have a good day, bye bye.